following material may contain sex, coarse language, and violence.
Of course! Of course!
Well, I'm good. I wouldn't want to overeat. I might pop a button on the Colossus.
The thing doesn't have buttons.
It does. It would actually set off the rockets.
The rocket.
Yeah, and then I'll death blossom.
It sounds bad, but also beautiful.
Worst comes to worst, just the container on the back full of marbles comes out. It takes forever to put them back in.
What, marbles? What are marbles?
Glass balls that are incredibly dangerous. Maybe Logain will give you one sometime.
A marble?
Yes. I can't open it. I'd spill them everywhere.
Okay. I'm just gonna sit over here in the corner, eating this food, and not being as confused.
She's fun to play with.
Can I hug her too?
Yes. Gives you a hug. Tess gives you a hug.
Don't squish your food, sweetie.
She left her food on the chair.
Thank you.
We've been swimming.
Yeah, it's the first time I've been in water.
Well, when I say swimming, I mean in the water.
In the ocean. Right. Oh, well, that's cool. How'd you find it?
It was fun.
Did you get some floaties?
No, I can use my biotics to keep afloat.
Yeah, but floaties are like a fashion accessory. They're all swimmy and fun. That's why, Zarlo has floaties.
Yeah, but no offense, but everybody I saw with floaties on out there was like a kid.
Well, theoretically, people wear floaties if they can't swim well yet.
Yeah, but all the people out there who were wearing floaties were like this tall. None of the adults were wearing floaties.
I wore floaties when I was a kid learning to swim.
Yeah, when you were a kid.
To be fair, I lived on a whole planet that was like farmland and oceans and stuff like that. You had to learn what to do if you fell in the water.
I live on a big metal thing.
It has its own cool.
Most of my life, anyway.
Yes.
Well,
I want back to food. I'm glad your brother's going to be okay.
me too. Me really, really too.
I mean, did you even know this? Sorry, I was about to say this one was here, but that sounds like he's an object. Did you know even he was here?
No. I kept telling myself that wasn't him when we were seeing someone on the cameras. Nope. Oh, it was him. It's like this guy has it out for my family.
There's something going on, and we'll talk about it later, but it's stuff isn't making sense.
Yeah. It's like he needed to collect a selection of people to bait a traps with.
But why?
Yeah.
No offense, you're nobody at the time.
Yes. In a lot of ways, I kind of am. I'm the nobody that fills this out.
But
I can take it back.
once he's much better, I mean much better, I'll have a chat with him. I probably won't get as much like I did out of your other brother, but
yeah, if he was asleep in the pod thing.
It's the times that he wasn't, and but again, not with what he's been through. I wouldn't want to.
Quite frankly, I'd rather ask Atta.
So would I, actually.
Derp sentence of the night.
Did you know your other brothers weren't opened up too?
I assume that would have come up during the medical
They would have
check.
come up during the medical checks.
Thank you for that thought, though, Tess.
I'm just wondering.
It just seems like he'd been getting more desperate with the whole bomb ploy, especially since he went bomb ploy.
I'll get Zalo to check them all out, all again, scan them for what we're looking for. I don't think there is, but
Well, actually, having sat looking at the BattleNet and stuff, he went bomb ploy. He's either getting desperate or dumber.
it was like this one was desperate. He had to get us.
Like I said, I would rather ask him over a very long period of time.
You're not the only one. I don't think even Logan would use me during that period of time.
I'm sure he'd talk too.
At this exact juncture, I detonate Tiala's armor
Why?
to kill her.
Why?
I don't like her much. I'm obviously not really doing it.
No.
Right, if you need anything,
I'm doing it to Zalo.
just let us know. I'll head back to the hotel. Is there anything you want brought over?
Negative. I'll try and convince Senorita to head home. There's probably better security at the hotel than there is.
Get Zalo to take her.
Roger that. I'll send him a message, and we'll literally then type out the message to you. It's just like, see Senorita home after your pickle thing.
Point defense lasers put into a hotel.
Will do as a return.
Phaser arrays.
That'd be easy if you're willing to give up a few rooms.
Get Logan to
Well,
drop
also,
this.
you can do roof-mounted ones.
So you get Logan to drop the schematics for it to Metroplex.
So yeah, so I'll head back with Tess if Tess is following.
You'll follow.
Go back to the hotel.
As you're heading... Actually, yeah, no, I'll flick to you. You guys get to the customs. And then you get stopped because you've got foreign... You're taking foreign objects.
For an
No, they're
organic
local.
or something. Yeah, it's a local object. To the local spaceport.
Yeah, you're basically taking local flora
Into the spaceport.
into the spaceport without authorization.
Oh, you've stopped us?
Yeah, scans have picked up that you have some biological matter in the back of your vehicle.
Oh, that would be because we have some biological
Excellent.
matter in the back of our vehicle.
May we inspect it, please?
Oh, of course. I'll show
Do
them.
some closer scans. They don't open up your samples or anything.
Some of them are transparent. You can.
Have you got permits for this?
Do you need permits for these?
You to take flora or fauna off the planet, you need.
Right. You know, I hadn't thought about that.
So you don't have permits.
No, how do we get permits? Who do I apply to? We haven't made it into the space.
Here, but I'm going to have to confiscate these for now.
Of course.
Wait. Can you claim that they're your prisoners under your bounty license?
Can I back up 3 paces so I'm not actually in the port and can stay with me while I fill out the
Now
paperwork?
it's safe. Of course, just be careful with them.
We'll try.
It'd be a real pain to have to go and get more. I'll apply for that permit license now.
Obviously, my phone is not helping.
Of course, you cannot get that license. You have not earned the ability to get that license.
Yeah, stupid Mass Effect system.
I'll help them unload them onto
Oh no,
whatever.
they'll send people to do that.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, they confiscate your samples. Senorina will send Rosa a message.
Hello?
Hi Rosa, Senorina here. We had a roadblock where customs has confiscated our samples. So I don't want to, I'm reluctant to pull this card, but is there anything you can do to maybe get us these onto the ship quicker? Any strings you can pull?
Did you want me to try contacting Tiala? Because I gave you enough money for bribery. I'm guessing.
I'm not bribing the Port Authority.
Well, that is the
customs.
fastest way to do it.
Did you try shaking it?
Okay. Hang on. I'll try contacting Tiala. Maybe she knows. Tiala.
You're halfway to the hotel and we'll
No,
test.
actual vid call.
Yeah.
Hello?
Hi, Tiala. The team we weren't keeping track of is having trouble in customs, and they need to know how we would go about getting a license to export or take away flora and fauna.
I was wondering when this was going to come up, by the way.
Yeah.
They're just taking this narcotic pickle off the planet. I suspect Senorina's a drug
So
baron.
I was kind of hoping you knew someone in the chain of command or bureaucracy around here.
To the commandos.
I gave them enough money for bribery, but apparently they don't think bribery's the course to take.
How else do you get stuff through customs?
I know,
I
right?
put them in my smuggling compartment.
Alright, I'll...
Or smudgeling.
Are they filling in the paperwork at least now? Starting to?
I don't know. I've been contacted by Senorina. I assume this has happened very promptly.
Alright, I'll talk to the locals and see what we'd have to do.
Roger that.
Actually, I better give him a call so I can understand why he needs it. Because at least when they ask me, I can give some vague answer.
I don't know, nerd stuff about a pickle.
Yeah. I mean, I just really want it because it will keep those two occupied and busy.
Why do you want her to be kept busy by him?
Well, they seem to be having fun, and if there's a net positive gain for the galaxy, like a drug or whatever they were
Turns out
talking
they
about.
invented Cerberus.
It would be good because it would be a good way for him to fund it.
Well,
the
that-
lab. He needs to pay for it somehow.
Too true, and she is very interested in the subject.
Alright. I'll flip the message now. Thank you.
Roger that.
Calling Zalo.
Oh, yeah. Was my boss. Well, one of them.
Okay.
Tiala?
What have you got? And what are you trying to take through the Port Authority?
Oh, well that, it's samples of, the pickles. We found some new ones. There was quite a large cluster of them, but then we found larger ones.
Okay, hold on. Yes. Why?
Oh, Senorina's been through some of the data we were working on the way here, and apparently I might be onto something. We think there could be some useful application, maybe a pain-killing effect or some kind of something we could get out of it. But we need to find a way to keep them alive naturally and find out what their natural environment is like.
Yeah, no, okay, just
I'm starting the
medical
process.
research.
Yeah, medical research.
Right, and Senorina's a doctor, isn't she?
Are you a doctor?
I'm a chemist.
She's a chemist.
That's fine. It works. I'll get back to you.
So there's a process I've started for applying for a permit that might help.
I hope so. Tell her out. I'll call my mother-in-law.
Okay.
You ain't married.
And we're going to get married with her, dude.
I think it's cute.
Yes?
It's desecration of your sacred Christian traditions, I find.
I've got a question.
Oh, good timing. We just finished the shoot. By the way, there's going to be fireworks later.
And I'm working. No.
Oh, let the others know. Quick question. We would like to take some medical... We've got samples for medical tests off the planet. Do you know anyone that maybe would expedite a customs authority?
I mean, outside of filling up the standard paperwork and procedures. I'm guessing you want some way to accelerate the process.
Yes, preferably. The problem is,
Maybe talk to your commando friends who were helping you out.
I thought so too, but I thought maybe you may know someone else. If you don't, that's all right. I'll give them a call.
Or just move your, ship somewhere that's not at the port, so that you bypass customs.
It's
entirely.
too late now. They know. They'll know. If you had just done that for a start, wouldn't be in this mess.
I didn't have the pickles at the time.
Thank you. I'll give them a call.
Okay.
I'll give the commando.
How hard is it for you to just give the Port Authority 500 credits?
I'm not in control. I would have. Zala would 100%.
Wait,
Would that be impossible? Or
It's only 500.
It would be impossible.
500's a lot.
yeah.
I know it's not to us, but it's a lot. They'll totally let your samples through for that.
Hello, how can I help?
It's TLJ over here.
We haven't found him yet.
You ain't gonna.
No, neither have we. We don't think we will find him, unfortunately. I've got a chemist and a researcher at the moment. They were a bit zealous in collecting samples for the research, and they've been stopped at customs.
Ah, of course.
I don't want to have to ask a favour, but is there any chance I can get these through? All data, once they find it, I can get them to give it to you, or give you, so you know that
You can guarantee that these samples are not being used for any nefarious purposes?
if they are, I will be the first to bring them to you.
Well, I was going to suggest you bring them here. I do believe you have another ship that's currently here with your commander in our possession.
I would have. I wouldn't have suggested that, but that would have been a smarter idea. Instead, they're at the moment detained at the customs.
Oh, I'd love to go meet the commandos, though. They have all the information about the drugs.
Yeah, they do. They're detained at customs with all their samples, and customs will not release the samples until they fill out the paperwork and go through the procedures, and by then the samples will be destroyed.
I could probably send something through that would let them retain the samples so long as they just came back into the...
That would be ideal.
And then you can do what you will.
That would be amazing. What would you like?
I've already sent something through.
Thank
They
you.
will relinquish the samples so long as they do not pass through the docking bay and into out of the ship.
Thank you.
Of course. Is there anything else I can help with?
At the moment, no.
Very good.
TL out. I'll call Zalo.
Yes, boss?
There should be a customs officer coming towards you very soon.
Oh, perfect.
You can't take it onto that ship. You've got to bring them back.
Oh. Back to where?
Somewhere else to put them back. Wink.
Paragon Tiala is lying.
Oh.
Engaging in a conspiracy of drug smuggling.
No, because I'm trusting in the chemist that there is something beneficial for the whole.
No, you're still doing it.
To do the right
It's
thing,
flouting.
sometimes you have to be.
Yeah, that's not a very Paragon thing to do, though. One would say.
No, it's not.
Saying I should give her a renegade point.
Kind of that.
How many do
knows
you
she-
actually have? 3. I mean, a 4th wouldn't hurt.
I'd have to have 5 to at least be able to use some bluff.
I mean, there we go. It would help. You can have a renegade point.
Well,
You're not
why renegade
subverting,
point?
just subverting.
Look, she has just thwarted the Port Authority and is arranging for a smuggling deal to go down.
Basically
Sounds like
tarnished their whole reputation.
Oh,
I mean, I'm more willing to give her one just because she threw Tess in the water.
that wasn't renegade. He was doing every day if you did that.
Yeah, but he is partially renegade.
Partially,
Well, you're like
partially
you're like a
renegade for
third
life.
renegade.
Partially,
Aren't
motherfucker.
you like a third renegade?
Renegade for
Or
life.
you
I want you to
closer
look
than-
at something here, fatty. Right, see the pale blue box? That's my Paragon. The Renegade one's right beside it.
Oh, there we go. You're good half, basically.
Yeah. Ah. Perfect.
Renegade, as they
Perfect Spectre material, one
call,
might
some
think.
of the fan base called it.
Well, the fan base are full of fat retards who will never touch a woman.
Yay! Wait, no!
Brendan, Shannon, and Ken, I am looking in your direction. I touched a woman today. Shook her hand and everything.
What does this say? And I'll be going to court about it in the morning.
I was expecting something like that. It's like, I didn't ask for permission, but
Pretty sure it was a dude, but
It was clearly ma'am.
On an unrelated note, is the location of that other vessel we've acquired on the BattleNet?
Of course it is.
Yes.
And there's a big circle around it of the Zalo does not come here zone.
That can't be true.
You're
It
probably
is
so
very true. Because your explosives might set off my detectoring that I'm doing.
True.
So you can't come near here.
I have to wait
For now.
for now.
Or ever.
Well, I've got to drop Senorina back off at the hotel, so we could probably establish a small life support unit for them there until we plan out our final moves.
Do not use my swimming pool as an incubator.
We could...
Or my baths.
Fine, I won't use the bath in your room to incubate.
I said
technology.
baths.
I didn't hear that last bit. I hung up on you.
Insubordination. I think he just lost some of the money he's getting for this job. Oh dear.
like I didn't give you guys enough money to go buy a fucking aquarium.
That's a
Yeah.
pretty renegade thing to do, hanging up on your sexy boss who's just helped you.
Yeah.
Very renegade. That's naughty renegade. That's
Naughty.
proper
I was
naughty.
saying, he doesn't get Paragon points, he doesn't get Renegade points, he gets
Naughty
naughty points.
He's got 50 million of those. Shot Rosa.
Darlo, you're so naughty.
3 for shooting Rosa in the ass 3 times.
Naughty points.
We might have to stop by a a fish supply place, or
He wants to buy a tank.
A fish supply.
we need like an aquarium.
Oh, you're talking about.
Oh, that's
I wasn't allowed to use
A
the
fish
bath.
supply place
so-
is a place where you buy
Fucking
fish to eat.
Oh, I mean that could be good too, but I think
the Surrey Customs Officer does approach
Oh.
the data pad.
again.
I've been requested to release these into your care and set you free as long as you return back to the city.
Yes, I think that was the deal that was made.
You stupid. Oh!
She gives you a quizzical
That is
look
a-
and then hands you a data pad for you to sign.
I feel like Logan needs to adjust your helmet so it just cuts you off like 3
I
seconds.
think so! Every sentence cut 3 seconds short.
I'm going to have to restrict your talking to people privileges.
When you start reviewing this, you're going to go.
What is your charisma? A modifier?
+1.
And your intelligence?
+5.
How are you this dumb?
Wisdom.
I mean that's +2, but
But dude, your numbers are all better than mine. How are you this thick?
just overlook a bunch of stuff.
No.
So you sign that off and then they bring back your samples and
Thank
Senorina loads them back into the van and you're asked to go back.
I'll wave at them as we leave.
Sure
So
number.
they kind of just, so the two of them just look at each other with this quizzical look and then look back at you as you leave, but they don't wave back.
We're getting cavity searched when we leave.
You are getting cavity searched. They will not know I'm here. I'll be on the other ship, flying away,
Yeah.
sending a message back to the spaceport that's like, they're sus, maybe search body cavity. And I'll use my text slicing AI hacking ability to put in the system lobotomy.
Zalo, ringleader.
Tiala, ringleader. She's the one that organised this escapade.
And here's a link to the gloves you should use to do the cavity syrup with all these like spikes and stuff on the fingers.
It's for improved grip.
I'm surprised. I would say the Cinerina is really. I'm surprised I had such a problem with them, considering the nothing.
Considering the what?
Considering the device that does a thing that I'm not going to mention.
Is it a weapon?
Yes.
But you guys are authorized to take those.
Not all of us. Haven't got the paperwork come
We're
through
not
yet.
authorized for everything. I don't know if I'm actually authorized for this one specifically, but it's more the intent of the device that's concerning for a
Oh,
spaceport.
you fill the paperwork. I fill out the paperwork.
Maybe we'll stop talking about this device before I learn too much about it.
Oh, right. So let's go get an aquarium and get these guys set up. I'm also to make sure that you get back to the hotel nice and safe, so this is a 2 birds with 1 stone situation.
That's fair enough. I'm sure we'll be able to find a tank to house these things better than the ones they're currently in.
He's going to come to the hotel. Looks like he's
I
cooking
can
meth in it.
probably, you can probably we can even set the temperatures on them to match the.
Yeah, the 25
Water
degree temperatures from the ocean. I'm sure that will help. That and a distinct lack of applied voltage should make sure they survive longer.
I also got light readings, so we can maybe adjust for that as well.
Oh, perfect. There was variable light controls in the in my room.
But until we get it into that room, then we need some way of keeping them in similar conditions as possible. Especially that one that you fabricated, because that's completely enclosed and there is no light getting in there.
That is true. We should probably operate quickly. If you send me that light data, I might be able to replicate something with my Omni tool, at least until we get them packaged away.
Okay, I've located a place that sells pet fish and aquariums.
Sounds like the right kind of place.
It's in the main city here. Tiala, where you and Tess are back at the resort, I guess?
Yep. I'll ping them and say, ping everyone now and say we're going for dinner.
Everybody who wants to go for dinner can go for dinner. Tess is like, I've already eaten so much. But I mean, I'll hang out at the table. Have a drink, maybe.
You can point out the food that I should get that would be best to eat.
You got some kind of deficiencies in certain...
No.
Oh. Eat for what? Oh. Eat for, I wouldn't know that type of thing. I mean, I know what will give you energy. The dessert bar is your friend.
No.
But it's full of sugar and other
Yes.
sweet things that give you energy.
Yes. You can't eat dessert all day.
I didn't say that. I'm just saying maybe save some room for dessert.
I was.
Slop. Degeneracy. Your whole species should be wiped off the face of the earth. Deus Vult.
So yeah, you get a ping about it being dinner time coming up. Logan gets a ping, but he's probably not going to attend because
I'm apparently still very busy.
that's a big ship.
So it's
Good.
bigger than ours. Like by a lot.
It's about the same length and width, but it's like
Chunky.
denser or chunkier. Yeah.
Maybe we keep this one for Group B.
That's why you're making the assessments anyway.
Well, I believe I'm doing the whole 9 yards. However long it takes.
I mean, you would be done by the time it would be dinner time.
Yeah, when that rolls around, let me know.
I'm guessing Rosa doesn't get the message because
No,
you know
send her,
she's
like,
staying.
it would have been on the BattleNet and to everyone else. It wouldn't be singling her out. But at least she knows if anyone answers to the chain, she'll know what's going on.
I'll put through. I've got snacks back at the hospital. It'll tide me over.
You probably get a message from Senorina then Rosa asking, do you want us to come to the hospital to see you after we're done here, or...
Probably just get a reply with, no, things are fine. Enjoy the rest of your time here. Well, try and let my brother sleep, and maybe once he wakes up, we can pile in and find out if he knows anything. Warn him about what he's going to be going through the next few days.
Okay. Yeah, so you guys basically buy an aquarium. Set up. I mean, Senorina's got the money and she knows pretty much what you need based on the readings. To get you can basically have a little setup in the back of the van you've hired at the moment.
Perfect. We'll get that set up for the trip back to the hotel.
You gotta buy the best of everything. Lots of things.
No.
Bulb machine.
Well, I mean, that's up to
earring.
Senorina. She seems to be spending all the money. I'm just thinking, do we need this?
That fish food could be made into explosives.
All fish food could be made out of
Well, you're literally at a fish shop. They might have like little fishy encyclopedias for kids that talk about what these things are.
Actually, I
It
might
may not with the pickles though. I don't think they would.
grab
The rest of the life, though,
one of the
the leaves
one of
and
the
stuff.
transparent containers and bring it inside. Actually,
Okay.
go up to whoever's working the counter.
Hello, how may I help you?
I was wondering if you knew anything about what this is.
It's a container for holding aquatic life.
Oh, yeah, but I meant the thing inside of it. See,
What is the thing inside of it?
one of the
It's
pickles.
Pickles. Oh.
One of the smaller one, because it's the one in the transparent.
Seems to be some kind of sea cucumber.
I was wondering if you knew anything about it specifically. It happens to be local. But
No, I mostly deal in fish.
you wouldn't happen to...
Octopi, like animal life, not plant life.
8 bucks.
Right. You wouldn't happen to have any books on any of that subject, would you?
No.
That's, I'm sure. I know. So, thanks for your help.
The town does have a library and archival system. Well, there's the extranet.
Should try and pull whatever data I can before we leave. Thanks.
You're most welcome.
You buy a selection of pet fish to find out what it will eat.
The answer is not fish.
I go backwards up and eats it.
Drive back to the hotel, or
Yeah,
the
back
resort,
to
I should say.
Yeah, back to the resort. We will transport our new aquarium inside up into Zala's room. Get the lighting set up.
Okay.
Which one?
The fancier of the two rooms.
So your actual room, not the one you bought for stakeout.
Yeah.
Okay. She'll
Nice.
help you take the stuff there. In fact, she can lower its mass to make it even easier to carry, so you only need the one trip as opposed to maybe two.
Perfect. Thanks for all the help with this. You've actually been quite helpful.
Yeah, I'm interested to see what the results are. You
Me
have an
too.
interesting hypothesis.
Yeah, well, if there had to be something useful that could come out of it, surely it can't just be for narcotics.
Well, a lot of narcotic plants do contain other properties. It's not uncommon.
Of course, if we do discover something, your name is on that as well. It hasn't been on my work.
I don't really care about that, but thank you.
I'm sure it could be useful.
Well, sometimes it can open more opportunities, but I don't really care about having my name in the limelight, if that's what you're talking about.
Might actually be helpful to have mine specifically not on it. I haven't had that discussion yet with anything that I come across or discover.
Zeno and I tend to be kind of reclusive until, well, Rosa came along. So you kind of kept a low profile.
After all, we're international wanted criminals.
Drug barons, the both of us, with her new shipping connections.
I believe it's actually more to the immoral and unethical sexual practices. Oh, I'm not actually joking. I think that they're up to something, and their government's tracking them down. Their family, something.
Their connection to Rosa is going to bring it all out into the light.
Yay! Then we can shoot and kill them. Maybe in that order.
No, my lab assistant.
Logan, you finished with the ship.
Well, that's got that disassembled. Now to put it back together again.
You would have disassembled the whole thing.
Well, then I'm not done, am I?
You would have disassembled enough to know that it's safe. Is that what you're looking for?
Yeah, pretty much.
Nothing really that odd about it.
Okay, then I'll put it back together again.
Okay.
And fix the engines while I'm at it.
I thought you already did that.
Yes, then, okay. Just put it back together again.
I thought you were doing that as part of that.
Yes, absolutely.
And Ator help?
Ator's not with them.
Nope, I don't know. I think I know where Ator is, never mind.
Hold on,
Yeah, I was going to say, Ator is, I believe, the one member of your group who has not had an alibi established tonight.
Ator's on the ship. He's sleeping with the customs. Fucking hell, you're already going way through. He's sleeping with the customs lady. He's fucking sleeping with the customs ladies.
No,
That's what I should ask. You're like, hang on.
That could have been a way to get you through.
You could have been like, hang on, I have a frigid
But the customs lady is just like, ooh, that Corian's dummy thing.
Yeah, sure, go on ahead.
So anybody who wants to have dinner at the restaurant in the resort camp.
Can't, busy putting the ship back together.
I'm going back to the hospital. I have beer and
Thank you
snacks
so much.
that await me.
In which case, I think it's just
Mistake, right.
Tiala and Tess, because Senorina's going to, if you're going to the hospital anyway, she's going to insist to go there just to be with Rosa, even though Rosa was like, you should stay and have your own fun. But
Whilst I am putting the ship back together, I call the sergeant.
oh, okay. Tanami.
Is this a bad time?
I was sleeping, but it's all right. Go ahead.
Well, oh, this is awkward now. Try to pretend it's just a continuance of the conversation. You might want to set up some extraditions for some of the void wraith that have been interred here. Oh, yeah, we got them, by the way.
Good. Did you get him?
No. No, I chose to get his ship instead.
Was that a good compromise?
Well, it was that or hunt around for maybe find him. Definitely get ship, maybe
see.
find him.
The percentages game, I understand.
Bird in the hand is worth two in the bush.
I'll take your word for it.
100% of something is worth double nothing.
Double nothing is worth nothing.
Tautology.
So you have another ship. Any clues you can glean from it?
It's a Turian model, even though I was, for some reason, for an entire session under the impression it was a Batarian ship.
Yeah, that was me.
Okay. It's new.
I thought it was a Terry ship too.
Because he kept calling it one. It's a Turian model. No Batarian ship is faster than ours. Not one of them. Not even the racing models. It's a fact. Look it up. It was painted green to hide in the bushes. It's a very new type. Very, very fast engines. I don't know where they got it, but I have it now. It's called the Retard.
The retard.
Yes.
That's retarded.
Yep.
Who would call their ship that?
I might.
So you have another ship to add to your pile.
I think I like this one. I think I might keep it.
But you're going to get rid of the replace the Sentinel with that one.
No. The Sidewinders can keep the Sentinel, and I'll take this one on my solo tour.
You're going on a solo tour.
Yeah, why not?
What are you, a musician?
Like, if the speech guitar douche can do it, I can.
I suppose
Finger of
so. Anyway, was there any other reason you called me, just to update, or
No.
you were wanting my
Oh, yeah.
assistance?
So,
with...
anyway, interesting development about this suicide tooth thing.
Mhm.
They're now claiming that there is a central place that all Void Wraith candidates are taken and they come back different. Maybe that's the reason why you can't pull some more information out of their heads.
There's some kind of...
When we offered one the chance of surrendering and mentioned the suicide teeth, he had to physically restrain himself from biting down on it. Isn't that weird?
That would explain there's some kind of psychological block that's stopping me from getting anything else. There's conditioning going on here or something.
Maybe. I thought you'd want to know. Anyway, I'll leave extradition or whatever in your hands.
What would do such a thing? I don't think even a very powerful Asari could be capable of that.
I request permission to roll some form of memory check.
Sure.